In this video, we will learn how to approve requests from a connected group using the example of checking homework. First, let's create a few variables. To do this, go to our bot and select the Variables tab. Click on the Add Variable button. In the type of variable, we will select Global and give it a name number. In the value format, select number and click on the Save button. Repeat the same actions for the second variable. Let's choose a personal variable type and give it a name Accept. The next variable will also be a personal variable. Let's call it Reject. The last variable will be a global variable. Let's name it Number Group. Now we need to create a Google table where user data will be entered. To do this, we need to have Google Sheets integration set up, and also a user group where we will receive notifications about users' answer. For more details on how to connect integration with Google Sheets and resource to the bot, please follow the link in the description. Let's create a table and fill the headers in it. Let's go back to our bot and let's go to the Constructor tab. Create a comment. Give it a name Homework 1. Let's add the input form block. In the question column, let's choose the text format and write a query for the user. Give a name for the statistics and for the variable. Let's choose the input type sending a message. Let's add a response to the answer. Choose the text format and write the required message. Add automatically deletion after 3 seconds. Let's open Advanced Settings. We can delete message with a response and question action after the answer for user convenience. Now let's select the Skip button. This is necessary so that the user who didn't plan to send the task at the moment can safely skip it and not start unnecessary actions. Let's create another comment. Let's give it a name Skip. Add a text block and write the text. We'll also add the delete after time action. Enter the required time of 3 seconds. Let's return to the first comment. Let's select the created button Skip. Select the action Jump to a comment or condition. And enter the name of our comment Skip. Let's add a new comment. Let's give it a name Notification of Sending Homework 1. Let's add a text block and fill it in. Return to the first command and customize the notification sending. To do this, in the Actions tab, add Send Command or Condition action and enter the name of our command. Click the checkbox next to change sending locations. In the Resources tab that appears, select the necessary resource where our notifications will be sent. In the Start command, let's add the Send Command or Condition action. And select the first command. When building a bot, it is extremely important to do intermediate checks. So let's publish the changes and test the bot in Telegram. Let's send the Start command. We have the ski button displayed. Click on it. Let's run the Start command again. And we'll write the answer to the question. Alright, we got a notification. Now we need to configure the bot so that we can accept or reject homework. Let's go to the command where the notification is sent. Let's update the text by adding the previous created variables accept and reject. In order for these variables to start their work, we need to go to the first command. Let's add an action added variable. Let's select the variable number. Next, select Add and write the number 1. By doing so, we are setting up the increasing generation. Let's duplicate the action. Change the name to a variable accept. Next, we will write the variable number. Copy and paste our first action. Let's do the same thing with the accept variable and change it to the reject. Be sure to check in advanced settings that the execution sequence is after. We also need to change the rotation so that the notification action is the most recent. Now we need to configure reading the response from the connected group. If you have already created a table earlier in the entrance, then you need to add the action update row. If not, then you need to create one. Let's select the name of the table and the sheet on it. Now we need to fill in the titles with our variables. Note that for Google Sheets data, the variables must be in text format. Let's publish the changes. Next, go to our bot and select the connected group. Next, select the Trigger step. Let's click on the Add a Trigger button. expand it. Let's customize the filtering. In the message type, select text. In the condition type, select message length is less than. And in the box for characters, let's enter the number 5. Next, we need to customize the actions performed by the bot. In the type of action, select the option writing a message to a variable. And enter the variable number group. So all messages that are less than 5 characters long will be placed in this variable. Click on the Save Changes button. Now let's go to the bot and go to the Variables tab again. We need to create 2 integrated variables. To do this, let's click on the Add Variable button. Let's name the variable integer accept. In the Value tab, choose Integrated, and in the Integration type, Google Sheets. Next, select the required table and the name of the sheet. Now we need to click on the Add Or button, thus creating filtering and searching the Accept column. We select the text format of the value and check for a match with our variable number group. So if we found a match in the column, we get the user ID. We'll also select the Cache Sheet option and the column name. Let's click on the Save button. By the same principle, we create the second variable. For convenience, we can duplicate the created variable. Let's change the name to the integer reject. In the search column, change the value to reject. Let's return to the constructor. Create the accept comment. In the text block, add the text and fill it in. Let's also create the reject comment. And write in the text block that the message is rejected. Now we need to add a simple condition. Let's give it a name condition homework 1. Click on the Add Check button and select the variable value option. Let's enter the name of the variable for approval. In the Condition tab, we check availability of this variable. If we have it, then we send the Accept comment. Let's click on the Add Action button. From the list, we will select the action Send comment or condition and enter the comment Accept. Let's check the box next to Execute to another user. In the input box that appears, add an integrated variable. Let's duplicate this rule. Change the name of the variable. Also change the name of the comment to reject. And the integrated variable too. Let's publish the changes. Now we need to customize the already created trigger. Let's go to the bot and select our resource. the Triggers tab, expand the created trigger. Let's add a new action. In the action type, select comment or condition. The sending location will be bot. We will also choose the name of the comment condition homework 1. Let's check the work of the bot in Telegram. Send a start comment. Answer the question. Now let's send the response to our resource. And let's go to the bot. The bot sent us an approval comment. Great, everything works correctly. So we'll learn how to approve requests from a connected group using the example of checking homework.